Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
This defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant.
Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
2 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what loss resulted.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Yeah. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the... play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Block now to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, 15.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
49-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
You can't block me. 42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic. Check. 57 color. Switch.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out.
That's how we do it.
He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. This is Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now left side on the swing pass. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's the third-year running back, Philip Lindsay. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown, Denver.
Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 26, check 26.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On first down, it's Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Locke. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
No offense.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 3-yard line.
across right side. It's Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They go play action here on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go again. Mike's 4-2. Attack. Record. 25.
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Check 31.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his... And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Shotgun snap to Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Get that quarterback.
And 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Block working out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Locke. Dancing to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They run it here with Gordon. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short, and we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. The kick by McManus is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, Ripley. Easy. SOS. Undercrush. Yellow. Joker.
Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check, 42, go.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They get this out quickly to the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Run for Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the 36, Mahomes, and off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and then capture him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Hill shedding the tackle. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Watch the safety creep. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket. Extending a play and making a bad throw turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Chiefs nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
42's the mic, 42's the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
To throw is Hill. Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10.
Check pass.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Bring it. Check. Hey, 43, 43, 15. Hey, 15, 15, 15. Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. Watch twist, watch twist. Hey, 57. Twist, twist. Check 24, check 24.
Now Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Derek Noddy on the
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
36-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. This is the tight end fan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Bronco ball carrier.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
At the 16-yard
Well, partner, Marvin, our number 1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
He was taken down.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of a yard.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A 34-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through.
Is good.
And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
34.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He finds an opening past the 40. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now Gordon on first down. Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Here's the third-year man from Oregon. It's Royce Freeman. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 34. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Freeman again. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try to draw Lindsey, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. A gain of 2, just like we saw in first and second down as well. Deuce is wild.
On the play. Brings up 4th down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by McManus is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
37.
So he remains perfect. 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Just like that. Mike 42. Mike 42.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, watch it.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for Denver, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.